Hello everyone, Kirk here. Welcome back to the channel. Sorry, I'm trying to traverse here. I was on a little walk tonight. I love to walk down at this national park. It's a beautiful walking trail. It's the evening, had a day of work. Worked a 10-hour day, but I had to just, on my walk, I thought, I'll just walk, and there's some people on the trail up ahead. So I wanted to come down here by the creek. How do you say it, creek or creek? But by Oil Creek here, and just talk to you a minute about something that God did today. And I just have to tell you, like, God blew my mind today. It may seem small, but it was very significant, because God showed me how he can do things to surprise you, and he can do things suddenly that you don't expect. So basically, to set this up for you, this happened this morning. This happened just 12 hours ago. So for a little context, yesterday I stopped over at my folks' house. They live over by the park here where I grew up, and so I stopped over real quick to visit. And when I left, they have some miniature candy bars, a little Hershey's, my dad had little Mounds and little Kit Kat. And so I took one of each of those. And I was thinking to myself, like, I like Mounds, I like Almond Joy. You don't see them that often, but like Hershey bars you see, Kit Kat you see. So I was thinking to myself, like, the other day when I was over here, he had Almond Joy, but they were all gone. He ate them up. So, but I was like, I grabbed one of those and I thought, that sounds good. So I took a couple of those, and then I went back up to the apartment and threw them in my lunch pail. I thought, I'll eat those tomorrow. So I'll throw those in my lunch pail. Threw them in my lunch pail. Fast forward to this morning, I go to work early in the morning, got a breakfast sandwich, and as I was eating my breakfast sandwich, I finished it up and I was like saying to myself, those candy bars sound good. But I was saving those for first break at work, but I was like, those candy bars would be pretty good. So what I did was I decided to eat those candy bars right now, instead of actually waiting. Sorry, there's some people walking by and I didn't want to interrupt them. It's quiet down here. They're walking their dog. But anyway, so I thought to myself, like, I want to eat those candy bars. And the thought came in my mind. It was in Matthew 6. I think it was 25, 26 through 34. But it was basically where it was saying about, like, don't worry about, why are you worried? The birds, they don't worry about where their next meal is or whatnot, but God provides for them, and God will provide for you. And to set up a little more context, we have vending machines at work, but I don't bring cash to work a lot because I don't want to be tempted to buy candy bars and cookies and chips and stuff out of the vending machine, and they're a little pricier than just buying them normally. So to help myself with that, I just don't take cash to work. I just take what I take in my lunch pail, and that's it. Well, anyway, to tell you, so right after that, I decided, I'm just going to trust God. Like, if I get hungry for chocolate later and I'm like, man, I wish I wouldn't have eaten those at 5:30 in the morning, then he'll provide. I know it sounds stupid. It's just a little candy bar, but he'll provide. So I open up the candy bars and I eat them. As soon as I finished the third candy bar, a coworker came in ready for work that day, and he had a big box of candy bars, mostly Baby Ruth, but on top was a king-size Almond Joy. And he set them down. He says, hey, I got these candy bars if anybody wants them. There was only a couple of us in the break room, and I said, oh, you selling those for, like one of your kids' benefits or something? And he said, no. He says, I'm just not big on chocolate. We had these at the house. I don't want them, so go ahead and take them. So it was like God said to me, why don't you just trust me? It was immediately the night before I wanted an Almond Joy. And then I wanted to eat those miniature candy bars. And I was worried, like, over that, like, what if I want to eat something at first break? So I walked over, and another coworker walked over, and we were taking a couple candy bars, and I grabbed the Almond Joy, and that's what I had for first break. I had the candy bar I was craving the night before. Free of charge, given to me. The Lord made that happen. He orchestrated that. He shocked me. He blew my mind. And I was thinking, after that, I thought, I just trusted him. I just surrendered and trusted him in that moment. I was like, I'll eat these candy bars, and if God wants me to have more candy, he'll provide for me. And it was like God said, you trusted me, and I had an instant answer to prayer. Candy and an Almond Joy. And it was a king-size Almond Joy too. So God went out of his way. So basically, I just want to say, sometimes when we're thinking God won't come through, I was feeling like God was telling me, with the things in your life that you're worried about, and you say, I trust you, why aren't you just trusting me? Just let go and trust me. And I know God will. And I've got other things in my life that are more serious and detrimental that I'm trusting God on. And this just really affirmed my faith today. So I'm saying, if there's something out there that you're really thinking about, not sure about, or you're having a hard time, just give it to God and trust him. And don't worry about it again, because he will make a way. He will come through for you in his way, in his timing. So that's all I wanted to say today. If you've had an encounter like that, or you have something you want me to pray for you about, leave it in the comments below, and like, subscribe, and share this message. I'd love to get it out to as many people as possible. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.